Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me once again. If you are new, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and to make sure that you put your post notification bells on. As you guys can see from today's title, we are having a one-on-one girl talk session, and I just want to share a few tips and tricks that I follow on a daily basis, or things that I just recently learned with you guys, so that you can also benefit from this. And please do not think that this video is supposed to be for only one specific type of group, whether you're in your early teenage years, you just started puberty, mid-20s, even all the way to your late 30s. This could literally benefit anyone, as well as it being gender neutral. I feel like even if you are a guy, there are a few things, maybe 2 or 3, that you could take from this video that could definitely benefit you as well, regardless of your gender. So don't be discouraged by today's title. So first thing, I want to break this down into multiple parts. And the first thing that I want to talk about today is the morning routine. How to take care of your feminine hygiene through your morning routine. Okay, so the first thing, I know you guys are going to probably laugh at me for saying this, but the first thing is probably the simplest thing that you could probably do, and it is to wake up and go to the toilet and pee. Trust me guys, wake up, go to the toilet and pee. This will do you a whole lot of justice, and I'm emphasizing on this because I've realized that it is not such a common thing for everyone as much as I thought. But remember guys, we're all brought up in different ways, our bodies work differently. So anyways, as I was saying, the simplest thing that you need to do is to wake up and pee. This could help you avoid any potential uterus problems or bladder problems, because you've been sleeping for 8 hours straight. So of course there's a lot of pressure on your ecosystem down there, so you need to let it out. And if you don't do this, everything will possibly turn into a mess. And once that goes into a mess, everything goes downhill from there. And it will probably take you a long time to recover, and you're going to probably experience very weird, uncomfortable situations such as unusual discharge. To avoid all of those problems, the simplest thing that you can do for yourself is to wake up in the morning and go pee. Okay? So secondly, another thing that I feel a lot of people might think is very common and very bare minimum or very simple to do is waking up and brushing your mouth and taking care of your mouth. I understand that part is very simple, but what I want to emphasize on is, 1, make sure that you floss. On top of brushing your mouth, your teeth, make sure that you floss. Okay, obviously even if you have teeth that are as close together as mine, but make sure that you guys try your best to get into all the crevices of your teeth, because if you don't do this, cavities will start to develop a bad odor, and you don't want that. You don't want to be walking around with a bad odor, because even if you do brush your teeth, sometimes those cavities can be that strong that it's like you didn't even brush your teeth. It will even end up looking that way. So make sure that you floss. Another thing that I wanted to focus on is to make sure that you brush on the outside of your mouth. The reason why I'm mentioning this today, guys, is because as much as we give a lot of attention to the inside of our mouths, I feel like sometimes we do neglect this part of this area, you know? And the reason why I feel this is important is because a lot of the times, especially if you just woke up, a lot of the times the sleep odor or ubuthongo, that smell, that odor literally lingers on the outside of your mouth, on your lips, sometimes all the way to your nose. But basically this area, all of it lingers. So even if you do brush your teeth, make sure that you brush the outside of your mouth as well. Take care of that area. Get rid of that sleeping odor or that sleep odor, ubuthongo, whatever odor you want to call it, but that odor, if you know, that will go a long way. You don't want to be walking around with a bad odor, especially if you're not able to have a full-on shower immediately as you wake up. So wash your face, wash the outside of your mouth and the inside of your mouth as well. Okay, so yeah, another thing that I want to talk about today is incorporating plain yogurt in your morning routine as part of your breakfast. Plain yogurt definitely does go a long way, guys. Trust me, this helps cleanse or take care of your ecosystem down there. It helps balance your pH balance. It helps get rid of any type of bad bacteria, anything that has to do with your ecosystem down there, it will be taken care of. You can literally have this every morning on its own. Some people like to put a bit of cinnamon on it or in it. It's really up to you. Whatever the case is, plain yogurt is your best friend. Another thing, if you are very fond of fruits, if you don't know this by now, another thing that is beneficial is pineapples. Definitely try pineapples. So imagine if you love your pineapples and you also have your plain yogurts as well. 2-in-1, what a combo. Your ecosystem down there will be flourishing. Very, very happy and glad. Trust me, if you have any sort of unusual discharge or maybe a UTI, anything that is unusual, if you try to add this to your daily morning routine, it will definitely help get rid of anything that you do not want to be there. Okay, another thing that I'd love to also mention and add is, especially if you are a person who loves to have their morning tea, is to try maybe sometimes on other days, try to alternate and leave your tea a little and try to go for some warm water and a dash of lemon juice. Have your warm water and squeeze that juice and put in a slice or two of that lemon and have it every morning. Sometimes if you don't want to have your lemon, you can actually try adding your apple cider vinegar. That also goes a really long way, guys. Trust me, this is especially beneficial for somebody who's also trying to lose some weight, and it overall cleanses and detoxes your system. And of course, if you cleanse your system and you detox your whole system, obviously your ecosystem down there is also going to benefit, because we are what we eat or what we drink. So even if you are a person who loves to have junk food, fast food, or you have a sweet tooth naturally, it's okay, but just try by all means to balance or find a balance in your daily routine to make sure that your system is okay, your ecosystem down there is okay, you are detoxing every now and again, all those things, especially when you just came from the holidays. That whole vibe, trust me, it will go a long way for you. So if you are trying to lose weight or you just need to detox, you're killing 3 birds with 1 stone, literally, with this combo or this concussion that I just mentioned. You'll be killing 3 birds with 1 stone: losing weight, cleansing and detoxing your system, and also taking care of your ecosystem down there, if you guys know what I mean. So yeah, that's another thing that I wanted to mention under morning routine. Okay, so now that we have sorted out the whole morning routine part, I want us to get into the shower routine. Okay, first things first. Okay, when you wash your face, I hope and pray to God you guys already know this, but I'm going to say it anyways. When you are washing your face, make sure that you wash your face separately. Okay, so if you are using a bath or you're using a shower, regardless, if you're using a bath, wash your face separately, maybe on the sink. The same way that we have a separate cloth for our bodies, we have a separate cloth for our faces. Whatever you use here, you do not use for the rest of your body. It should always be separate. Whatever you do, guys, as I was saying about having separate body wash and having separate face cloth and body cloth, always make sure, on top of having all of those things, once you are done taking your shower, make sure that you put it outside for it to air dry. Okay, make sure that you let it go outside and air dry. And this is specifically because this will help kill all the bacteria that is possibly living, or potential bacteria that could be starting on your face cloth or your body cloth or your sponge or whatever you are using, whatever the case is. Personally, I'm using this one currently. If not this, for my body, I am using a body glove. And for my face, I just use either my hands or just a face cloth. That's all I do, and I always let it air dry. But I always make sure to put this outside after my shower, because the sun needs to hit it. It needs direct sunlight or natural air. Let it air dry. Okay, and I say this, guys, because obviously if whatever you're using is moist, or you let it stay in a moist area like your shower or your bath, all of that bacteria is going to lock in. Next thing you know, there's mold building up, or bacteria is now getting stronger, and the material of your towel changes, and you're using that on your body. No, I don't know how to explain it, especially with a face cloth or a body cloth, like an actual towel. When your thingy, when you know how you know you need to change your towel is when the I don't know, guys, but it becomes, I don't want to, it's like, I don't want to say mushy, but it's like the material kind of becomes mushy, and like, I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I've experienced that long ago, before I even knew anything about taking care of myself in that way. So yeah, I do know a thing or two. I've seen it, I've had it. I'm not just pointing fingers. This is something that I had to teach myself to stop doing as well, or to learn from. Same goes for underwear. Okay, that's our next point. Same goes for your underwear. This is especially important because it's also going down there. It's going to be staying or being used on or in your ecosystem. Okay, so make sure that you put it outside, let it air dry. When you're in the shower, right? You're in the shower, you take care of your business, you wash your underwear while you're in the shower, right? Or at least that's what I do. Trust me, how to keep your undies extra clean. Follow this method, okay? Once you've washed your undies in the shower, wash it, take it outside, like I was saying, let it air dry, let it get direct sunlight, okay? And then once it's dry, obviously you take it and you fold it and whatnot, and you put it with the rest of your underwear, okay? And then maybe once a week, when you're doing your laundry, or once in 2 weeks, it's really up to you, but I would honestly recommend once a week, on Sundays or Saturdays, whatever day works for you. Take all of it, put it in your washing machine. Make sure you add some soap. Obviously, choose the correct soap to wash with. Use the correct stay soft. Use the correct ones that are not going to be harmful to your ecosystem down there, of course. Read all the instructions, read all the ingredients, so you know what product you're using, what each product has. Once you do that, guys, trust me, your underwears are going to come out smelling so good. So good. They're going to smell extra clean. They're going to be extra clean. They're going to smell extra clean. And then you take them again and you fold them and put them back where they stay. Obviously now, whatever cabinet you're using, but that specific area that you use for your underwear is going to smell so fresh as well. Trust me, that method works. You're going to be giving your ecosystem down there a clean cloth to wear for the rest of the day, or for those couple of hours. And always make sure it's cotton underwear, okay? Cotton underwear, right? So those are the tips and tricks that I have regarding undergarments. I really wanted to share that with you guys. But yeah, I think I've emphasized enough on that. Always make sure that you use unscented soaps, okay? Unscented soap. I'm very fond of this specific brand, the Lillette's Intimate Care Wash. This is definitely great for everyday use. If you don't want to use something that is completely unscented, you can go for gently scented products, as you can see with this one specifically. Yeah, but anything that has an extreme scent or fragrance in it is a no-no for your ecosystem down there. Another way that you can take care of your feminine hygiene and your ecosystem down there is to make sure that once you wash your hair with shampoo and conditioner, whatever the case, start with your hair, right? And then you wash your body. I'm saying this because your shampoo or your conditioner, whatever you use, whatever brand it is, certain products, certain ingredients in those products might not get along with your ecosystem down there, because obviously as you're rinsing the product off of your hair, it runs down, and obviously the water and the product itself, as you're washing it off, is going to get into certain areas, of course. So make sure that you first start with your hair and then go in with washing your body afterward, to make sure that you get rid of any products that are lingering on your body or on your skin at that moment. And speaking of which, while we're speaking on products about hair and stuff like that, I really want to put you guys on my favorite conditioner at the moment. It's the Garnier Ultimate Blends Strengthening Conditioner. Honey Treasures. Honey Treasures, guys. This conditioner smells so good. I used to use it a lot more often when I had my 4C hair, and it would still do wonders and leave my hair so soft, especially when I'm having my detangling days, when I have to detangle my hair, or my wash days. It is such a good product, guys. I just wanted to put you on that really quickly. And no, none of this is sponsored. This is just the products that I love using and I enjoy, products that I have at home. Okay, another tip and trick that I want us to talk about when you are on your periods, drink a lot of water. This will help eliminate any type of odors that are currently lingering when you are on your periods, especially if you are a girly that has a heavy flow like myself. Whenever I am on my periods, I chug down a lot of water during that period to make sure, one, that my whole process, my periods, they end faster. Two, what I noticed, the darker the blood was, the heavier the odor was. If you drink a ton of water, this will help make sure that your blood is, one, not as dark, it's actually much brighter. So if your blood is much brighter, then it's obviously much, I don't know how to explain it, if it's fresher or what, but there's a whole science behind that. So the brighter it is, the less likely it is to have a strong scent. Okay, so make sure that you take care of yourself or your feminine hygiene in that way. Make sure that you chuck down a lot of water. It also helps decrease tons and tons of period cramps, all of those things, but especially with odor and the color of your blood, trust me. And it also makes your period end much quicker. Those are my top 3 things that I'm confident in. If you're not doing that already, make sure that you start doing it on your next cycle. So since we're speaking about odors, another way that you guys can make sure that, especially even if you are, let's say you are on your periods, right? Let's say it's that time of the month and you want to make sure that you don't have any type of scent lingering and so forth. One of the ways that you can make sure to do that is to layer your scents. I'm very fond of this one specifically. It's very strong. Like I was saying, layer your scents. Start from your body wash, your soap, whatever you use in the shower, use that, okay? And then from there, you go in with your body lotion, something that has a similar scent to your body wash. On top of that, put on your body mist. Before you put your clothes on, spray your body mist all over once you are dressed, and then you can put in or spray your cologne or your perfume, whatever the case is. Trust me, guys, that goes a long way. And for me personally, I like to add a tad bit of baby powder as well, especially during the summertime. Baby powder is this, baby powder is that, but I personally love using baby powder. The area is nice and dry, or not as moist or wet or sweaty during that time. That's another thing that also helps. And on top of keeping the area dry, the baby powder smells very nice and fresh. I think everyone has an idea what baby powder smells like. So on top of keeping it dry, it also smells very fresh. And then on top of that, I layer my scents. So it's a whole combo. It's a whole combo. You can never go wrong with that, guys. So trust me, try it out for yourselves and see how it goes. After your nighttime shower, you do your nighttime routine. Do not wear underwear. Okay, let it breathe. Okay, yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Sexy Red was really like telling us, let that girl breathe. You've been wearing underwear for, I don't know, 12 plus hours during the day, doing your 9 to 5 or at school, and you went to gym, all of that. And then at night, it's time for it to finally breathe. You will see the benefits of it. It's constantly shut in, it's constantly on lockdown, it's constantly kept moist, it's constantly not getting as much air to breathe. If that was you, what were you gonna do? You were gonna suffocate. And then from there, what happens? The last thing but not least that I wanted to mention is to make sure that as a girly you take care of yourself by taking probiotics. This is one of the probiotics that I would highly recommend for you guys to try out. However, though, I would suggest that you also do your own research just to see what works best for you. These are very good for your gut health, your immune system, your pH balance staying in check. They're very, very beneficial and also pretty affordable, and you can find them at your Clicks, your Discam, and so forth. They're very, very, very helpful, guys. Another thing that I should have mentioned, which is extremely important, is to always make sure that you book yourself an appointment with a gynecologist at least once a year to go for your pap smear, especially once you have started to be sexually active. It is very important, guys. This is especially for them to be able to check if your cervix is in good health, if you don't have any cancerous cells starting, your cervical cancerous cells developing, and if you are already, they'll help you take whatever necessary measures they might be for you to get better. So always remember that, guys, at least once a year. This could definitely save your life if you do it. So yeah, bye. It's really up to you which one you prefer to use, and you can find these at Take-A-Lot, Clicks, Discam. That's another important thing that I wanted to mention, because such as your plain yogurt, your pineapples, it also cleanses your system from the inside. So yeah, guys, those are the tips and tricks that I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening. Try all of these methods for yourself and see how much it changes your life, how much it changes your ecosystem down there, how much more convenient life becomes regarding feminine hygiene. All of these things, try them out. Let me know if you guys are happy about these. Let me know what has worked for you. Let me know how long it took for it to be effective. Sometimes it could be the case as well. Just feel free to communicate and let me know how all of this has turned out for you guys from learning these tips and tricks from me. But anyways, thank you so much for staying tuned and watching this video till the end. You are a star, and thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't subscribed as yet, make sure that you subscribe and you put your post notification bells on. Bye.